Hello my friends, welcome back to another video. For today's video, I wanted to revisit some of my, I guess you could call them holy grail makeup products in hopes that this would inspire some of you guys to dig back into your makeup collection and revisit some products that maybe you've forgotten about or got lost in the shuffle. I was inspired to do this video after watching Andrea Matiliano, I think that's how you pronounce her last name, do a video on products that she will always repurchase. And so that got me thinking that there are quite a few products in my makeup collection that are products that I have repurchased multiple times and plan on continuing to repurchase, and why not share those with you. I want to say for the most part, these products that I'm going to go over today I've mentioned at some point in time on my channel. There may be a couple here and there that I haven't like outwardly said, oh yes, this is my favorite, but there's definitely going to be a couple that are going to come as no surprise to you if you have been subscribed and follow along with my videos. Before we get into that, make sure you've subscribed before you leave and hit the like button if you are interested in this type of video. I'm also thinking about doing a video on products that didn't work for me. I guess you could say like a fails product. So let me know how you guys feel about that and if that's something that you guys would be interested in. Okay, so let's go ahead and start off. I'm gonna go kind of in order of application, I guess. So we're gonna start off with foundation. I actually pulled two foundations out as foundations that I will always repurchase. One of them I have repurchased already multiple times, and that is the Elcie Micro Silk Foundation. You guys have heard me talk about this foundation multiple times on my channel. I have the shade Sand. This is available, I believe it's still available at Ulta and also on the Elcie website. I love that this foundation has a satin to natural finish. It's not too matte, it's not too shiny. It is the foundation that I wore on my wedding day, so highly recommend. And then the second foundation that I pulled out is a newer favorite and one that I do plan to repurchase when I run out of it. And this is the NARS Light Reflecting Foundation. I have mine in the shade PUNJAB M1. I also have the shade Stromboli, and I kind of mix those two together. This is the foundation that I am wearing today. I love how lightweight it is. I love the coverage on it. I love the subtle glow and skin-like finish that it provides, and so this is an item that I do plan on repurchasing once I am out. Next product that I foresee myself always repurchasing, and actually have repurchased it already multiple times in different shades, is a drugstore product, and this is from e.l.f. It is their Hydrating Camo Concealer, the one with the white cap. I have the shade Medium Peach. That's the one that I have in my hand right now. I do have another 2 or 3 shades in my collection, as well as keeping this on hand in my makeup kit when I am doing makeup. I love this concealer because even though it is pigmented, it is not heavy. I don't find it to be heavy or cakey under the eyes. It's not drying. It is a hydrating formula, and that is one of the main reasons why I prefer this one over the black cap one, which is the just camo concealer. It's meant to be a dupe for the Tarte Shape Tape. I find that one to be a little bit more drying. And I believe this one's around like $5 or $6, so a really good deal for price. Going strong with the drugstore products. The next product that I plan on repurchasing or Holy Grail product is from PIXI, and this is their on-the-go blush tinted moisture stick, specifically the shade that I have in the shade Juicy. This is a really beautiful juicy orange coral shade. Comes in kind of this stick format, kind of looks like a deodorant, and you got this really beautiful shade. It is pigmented, but does have some sheerness to it. So here is the swatch for you guys. And I love the way this blends. I usually blend this on top of my foundation before I powder my face, and then I like to layer a powder blush on top, but I do really love this. This one is a little bit more pricey for a drugstore product. It's available at Target, at Ulta, and I think other drugstores, and it's around, I think it's like $18 or so, but I'll put it somewhere here on the screen just to be sure. And they do have other shades. I believe there's 2 or 3 other shades aside from this shade Juicy. I have not tried those other shades, so but if the formula is the same, I would expect the same results with the other two. Moving right along, drugstore. Again, this is a cream bronzer, and this product I've actually hit pan, and I'm really excited about that. It is the e.l.f. Putty bronzer. I did a full-on video on this product. I'll link it somewhere here in the cards if you want to go and check it out. I picked up multiple shades, but the shade that I find myself using the most is the shade Honey Drip. Is it on the inside. As you can see, I have hit pan and have made pretty good progress. It is the cream product that I have on right now. I love the blendability of this putty bronzer. I love the shade, the undertone. I love the way products layer on top. It's easy to blend. I do find that I prefer the putty bronzer formula over e.l.f.'s putty blush formula, which you would think would be the same thing, but for whatever reason, I just didn't really jive with the putty blush formula. The bronzer formula, though, is a smash hit, and this is also, I think, around $5 or $6. As far as pressed setting powders go, I have my all-time holy grail, which again, I've mentioned on my channel before, and this is another product from Elcie. This is their setting powder, their pressed setting powder. And I have two because I have one that I pretty much used up and hit pan on. It does come with a velour puff on the inside, and you can see this one I've used up about half of it, a little bit more than half. Let me show you the newer one, which I've also already hit pan on it. So this is the newer one. I love the marbling of the shades. So this comes in really handy, especially in summertime when if I'm getting sun and my complexion is getting a little deeper, I can focus my brush a little bit more on this side where you have those bronzy shades, where you have those warmer tones to set without necessarily having to pull out a new setting powder. And now that the original one that I've had is like this, I do use those warmer tones as eyeshadow, as bronzer as well, so it's definitely not going to waste. This powder gives you a beautiful natural finish, not too matte and no sheen. It's breathable, it layers beautifully, and I don't feel that I get super cakey when I use this. The next product is one of my holy grails, and probably a lot of people's holy grails at this point. It's been around for many years, since the beginning of the beauty community makeup tutorials on YouTube, and that is none other than the Butter Bronzer from Physicians Formula. I have mine in the original shade. It's just called Bronzer. I've gone through so many of these bronzers. I want to say at least 3 that I've gone through. I love the shade, the warmth that it gives, the ease of blendability. I feel like I can use this even when I am more tan, and it still gives me great pigment. They have expanded and have a few more deeper tones. I think they also have a lighter tone to this, but the shade that I use is the original. It does come with a spongy guy underneath and a mirror in the compact. To be honest, I never use this. It just kind of stays in here. And price wise, this is a bit higher up there on the drugstore pricing. I think it's about $14 or $15 ish, but totally worth every penny. And if we were going in order, I probably should have started with this product, but I didn't. So we're backtracking just a little bit. And this is from Jouer. It's their Essentials Lip Enhancer Balm. Now, you'll see mine, the packaging has nothing on it, and that's because I've used it so much that it's worn off. This is actually my second tube, and it's pretty much almost empty, so I already have my third on deck and ready to go. I got mine in the scent, I believe it's rose. They have also a vanilla scented one, but I like the rose one. So this is what it looks like fresh and out of the package, so you guys can see. I love this lip balm for everyday use. I apply this in the morning as well as right before bed, and I find that it does really well at hydrating my lips. It's not too gooey, it's not too clumpy, it's not heavy, it doesn't leave a film. So I do really enjoy this lip balm. And actually, I prefer this way more compared to the Laneige lip mask that everybody is obsessed with. I have had that one and have tried it, but I just felt like it was too thick and too like gloopy for me, and I didn't feel like it really gave me the hydration that I was looking for. But this one, on the other hand, is a must. I do have a discount code with Jouer Cosmetics if you guys are interested. It's 15% off your purchase. The code is Glitz by Day. I'll leave it somewhere here on the screen. It is an affiliate code, so I do make a little bit of commission off of that if you decide to use it, so just heads up on that. If you don't want to use it, then that's totally up to you. Either way, it's a really great product. All right, we're moving down the line. The next product is a product that I have talked about ad nauseum, I feel like, on my channel, and it is a mascara. This is the NYX Professional Makeup Worth the Hype Mascara. It is a volumizing and lengthening mascara, and I just use the shade Black. They do have a waterproof version of this as well. I'm not talking about the waterproof formula. It's the regular formula that I prefer. I want to say I've repurchased this at least 5 times at this point, maybe more. I can't remember to be exact, but I always have this on hand. It is the mascara that I have on today. For me, I have oily eyelids, and it's really important to find a mascara that does not transfer, that doesn't end up on my top lid, or if I'm putting it on my lower lashes, I don't have it transferring or flaking on my under eye, and this guy does that for me, even though it is not waterproof. So that's a major plus. It's also not super difficult to get off. I mean, it stays in place, but when you're coming to the end of the night to wash it off, it does wash off. I don't want to say like super easily, but you are able to get it off compared to a more waterproof formula that you really have to get in there and rub and maybe pull out some of your eyelashes, and we definitely don't want to do that. So highly, highly, highly recommend this mascara. I actually heard about this mascara initially from Tati on YouTube a couple years ago, and ever since then I tried it and I've been hooked. The next product is another eye product, I guess you could say. It's an eyebrow product, and this is from Anastasia Beverly Hills. It is their one and only Brow Wiz. This is the one with the itty bitty retractable pencil. I use the shade dark brown, and this is another one that I have repurchased multiple times. I'll likely continue to repurchase it in the future. I try to buy this when it's on sale. It's often featured in Ulta's 21 Days of Beauty sale, where it's 50% off or whatnot. So when that deal comes around, I'll pick up 1 or 2 just to have on hand. I am pretty close to finding a dupe for this, the Moira Cosmetics eyebrow pencil, which is very similar. I posted a reel about it on my Instagram, so if you haven't checked that out, go check that out to see the similarities. And so that's coming neck and neck for the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz. But for now, this is a product that I will continue to repurchase and have repurchased multiple times. Got another OG Holy Grail from the old YouTube days, and this is from Urban Decay. It is their eyeshadow primer potion. And the one that I have is the anti-aging primer. I also have the original, I believe, and this is just an OG. It's always worked for me. I always find myself coming back to this primer. I've tried many others. There was one actually from NYX that I love that I used to use for a long time, but they discontinued it. NYX has that habit of discontinuing the products that I love, but the primer potion is one that I always come back to. It is not very pigmented. If you're applying it, you know, on your eyelids, it's not gonna give you much coverage or evening out. It's sheer, so keep that in mind. But I do find that it holds up really well. For me, again, I have oily eyelids, and most times I do need to set down a primer to help prevent creasing in my eyeshadow and keep everything looking seamless. And last but not least, we have a product from Colourpop. Colourpop is a brand that I don't talk about very often here on my channel. I did a video last year, I believe. It's kind of an anti-haul Colourpop video. I'll leave it somewhere here in the cards if you want to check it out. Nothing against Colourpop per se. It's just a lot of their products, specifically eyeshadow products, contain carmine. And for those of you that have been here on my channel for a while, you will know I do have a allergy to carmine, so I can't use it. And therefore I just, you know, Colourpop, just I forget about it a lot of times, to be honest. However, this product is one of their Lippie pencils, specifically in the shade BFF2. This is one of my absolute favorite lip liners. You'll see mine has been used and loved. I just sharpened it, and I really love the color of this lip liner. It's a really rich nude brown that I feel like matches really well with my skin tone and my undertone. It is the lip liner that I am wearing right now. It's most of what I have on my lips. I just have a little bit of a nude lipstick. It's a Charlotte Tilbury one, just kind of padded in the center, but this is pretty much all I have on my lips. I love to wear this one with just some gloss for a really juicy, plump lip look. It's very creamy. It doesn't tug on the lips. I will say it's not as long wearing as some of my other lip liners, like the new NYX Line Out Loud lip liner. It's not as long wearing as that one, but it is still a beautiful formula, beautiful shade. And for the price, I think it's like $5 or $6 around there. All-time favorite. So those are all the products that I have for you guys today. Like I said, these are products that I plan to always repurchase and or have already repurchased multiple times. So you can say these are my holy grail products. Leave me a comment below and let me know if any of these products are products that you find to be your holy grails, or even if any of these products you've tried and haven't worked for you. Let me know in the comments below what about it didn't work. We all have different preferences in our makeup application and what works for our skin type. So just because the product didn't work for you doesn't mean it won't work for somebody else, and vice versa. So keep that in mind. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Again, let me know if you guys want to see a fails product or products that I won't repurchase. Drop that in the comments below, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye.